Hi. So in this video, I'll be discussing about birth chart of a lady of one of my client. The problem she's facing is in multiple areas of life. First of all, she's facing with depression. She had attempted suicide in 2020, and also she had suicidal thoughts recently in 2026. She had relationship issues, had a long-term relationship broken in 2022, and still unmarried. I'm not sharing the exact birth details out of her privacy, but she's born on 1994, Indian lady, very sweet, very humble, but having some emotional turmoils in her life. So I thought, why not to demonstrate with the example how to see these patterns in a person's life with life example. So in the birth chart, we can clearly say it is a Gemini ascendant person with Scorpio moon sign. So when we speak about depression or any mental illness, we look for the condition of the planet moon. Moon planet is responsible for our mindset, emotions, and in this chart it is debilitated. It is in the sign of Scorpio, so it is very straightforward. And the same moon is in Dashamsha in the first house. This is something that is going to be very important in her life. Secondly, we'll see the condition of Atma, the natural Atma Karka planet of every individual is the planet Sun, which is debilitated with Rahu, with Venus. This is the second red flag. Third, what is the Atma Karaka? It is Jupiter. Jupiter also in Libra, with Venus, with Rahu, with Mercury, with debilitated Sun. So she has problem with expressing herself, expressing her soul. She is not straightforward with what her needs. So she has a people-pleasing attitude. With debilitated moon of bad emotions in the house of Rokrin and Satru, 6th house. So this is giving her disease. And whatever disease she will have, this will have a correlation with her mindset. She herself is creating trouble in her life with negative attitude in her life. So she has to be positive in her life. But let us see the position of moon in Navamsa. In D1 we can very clearly see it is afflicted. Also it is aspected by Saturn from the Aquarius, the 10th drishti. So this is very straightforward why she is having trouble. And same moon is in 6th house in the sign of Scorpio. This Lord of 6th house, Mangal, is in 2nd house in the sign of Cancer, again debilitated. Moon is debilitated, niche, and the sign where it is in, that sign Lord is also becoming debilitated in the one chart. So there is no planet to give her protection. And even though this moon and Mangal are having exchange mutually in each other's house, but they both are debilitated. They are not supporting each other. In fact, the 2nd house, that is of family, is another cause of her troubles in her life. Depression, that I will come back in later. For now, let's see the condition of moon in Navamsa chart. In Navamsa chart, this moon is in 1st house. That is very good, very nice. And in the sign of Sagittarius, Guru, your guide, your advisors. So even though moon is very bad in D1, in the 9th chart it is getting strength. Jupiter is also aspecting the 1st house. So even though she will have trouble, eventually she will get out of problems due to Jupiter, which is her counselor, be it her psychologist, be it her astrologer, or be it God. she will always get divine help from the people. She's first of all she's facing career problem. So I remember when she told me during Brihaspati, which is the 10th house lord. Brihaspati was in Taurus sign. Back forth, if I'm not so wrong, it is in 2024 mid. So she asked me, is there any chances that I may be rolled off from my company? And just looking at the transit, I told yes, there are chances. And eventually she lost her job. Then after that I thought that okay, the same conditions for which she got job loss, when Jupiter will come in ascendant, that is after 2025, she will again regain. But it did not happen this time. And also the stars were not too bad for career. So and still 2026 she hasn't yet got her job back. There is something wrong with my astrological knowledge or Dasa. So I thought why not to give a second look at it. How to give timing on this chart, because clearly Vimshottari Dasa is not working for her. So before going to Dasa, let us talk something more about her chart only. In her life, Moon is bad. She's not getting support from the family or be it her mother. Mars is debilitated. She's not getting support from her brother. Sun is debilitated. She's not getting support from her father. Sun is also her third house, which is her younger brother. She's not getting any support from that aspect of her life. This was a chart that was very difficult to give some remedies, because there are multiple places where there are issues. Let me come to Dasa, because I thought why the Dasa is not working for her, why the timing of event is not working for her. Like my ADHD brain is not accepting how astrology can be wrong. I needed to give a second look into this. This can be complex, but only if you want to learn astrology, stay here, or it's nothing. I'm not going to make it simpler because it is complex. So if I normally look at this chart, normal Vimshottari Dasa, she's undergoing Shukra Mahadasha. Let me open detailed chart for career purpose. So Venus is in 7th house. Venus, she's in graphics designing. Venus is the only planet that is aspecting the detained Lagna. So obviously she has to be in some job or business that is involving graphics designing or luxury or something about fashion. It has to be there. So graphic designing or art, something about that is the career of this person eventually. It is very simple. But during timing of event, she lost her job, if I'm not wrong, around 2025. So at that time she was currently going Rahu Antardasa. So this Rahu, if I look at the Mahadasha Venus, is in 11th house. Rahu is with Sun, with the D10 Lagna Lord. So there was no way that this Dasa is bad, but her Gochar transit was bad. So when my prediction was that when Jupiter will come in Lagna, she will get another job. But it didn't work. But the Gochar is good. So this is not working. And I look at multiple areas of life. Actually, this Venus Mahadasha doesn't properly make sense for her. So then I thought about it. Where from Vimshottari Dasa is looked upon. Vimshottari Dasa is looked upon the nakshatra position of the planet Chandrama. But here Moon is debilitated. Moon is in the sign of Scorpio. So how can we expect Vimshottari Dasa to give result correctly? That is the point. So here instead of Moon Nakshatra, so we need to start this with the Lagna Nakshatra of the Vimshottari. So if we start this Vimshottari Dasa using the Lagna Nakshatra and not the Chandra Nakshatra, then we come upon the current Dasa is of Jupiter. And when we make it to Jupiter, now it makes sense, because now we can see this Jupiter, the Dasha Lord, is in 12th house of losses. So throughout this Jupiter Dasha, there will be a pattern of a life where there will be difficult in getting good job or good career perspective. But why exactly these timings of 2024 to 25 she lost a job? Now look at it. Under Jupiter Dasha, when she was in Moon Antar, Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer. So this 12th house circuit is getting completed. This is the time, exactly pinpointed time when she lost her job. And this Lord Moon is also in Capricorn, and this Capricorn also comes 8th house from the D1 Lagna, which is of problems and troubles. When the Moon is weak in a person's chart, we need to start the Vimshottari Dasa not from the Moon Nakshatra but from the Lagan Nakshatra, and this is the single reasons many of the astrologers will make bad predictions. Lagan Nakshatra. Otherwise, our predictions is going to fail. Now, this is also not satisfactory for me, because I need to understand exactly how this is correct or not. Now, let's take to next thing. Mangal Antardasha. Under Jupiter Mangal Antardasha, Mangal is in 3rd house from the 5th house. What is the problem to get her job back in after 2025 June or July? Because as per the 10, it is not a bad position, but then why she is not getting a good position? So this is also a trouble. That means this Vimshottari Dasa starting from Lagan Nakshatra is also not working, because after 2025 June her gochar was good, Antardasha improved. She should have got her job back. What is the issue then? I know the issue. This Dasa is working fine. But let me take the same thing from a different Dasa. Now this is getting very complex, I know, but only if you want to learn, stay here. Otherwise, this is going to be complex, I know. Let me go to Yogini Dasa, my favorite Dasa. When we go to Yogini Dasa, then we will come to understanding that 2023 March to 2026 March, that means the current time, just now it passed, she went to Jupiter Dasa, Jupiter Mahadasha, which is the 12th house of the 10. So from Yogini Dasa, it is very clear pointed that under this Jupiter Dasa, she will have career issues. But from currently, she is going Mangal Dasa, so she should get back her job very pretty soon, as per Yogini Dasa. So Yogini Dasa is giving us the correct result. So I also told her that this current time is good for now, and as per her gochar, as Jupiter will come in the 2nd house, her finance will improve, her relations with family will improve. She is destined to get a new job. But what is the problem with Vimshottari Dasa having to do when we calculated that from the Lagan Nakshatra? So let me go back to there again, and I will make it start from Lagan. It's already there. Yeah. So under Jupiter Mangal, she should have got her job back. Why didn't she got it as per this dasa? D10 chart is perfectly fine. But when I come to the 9th chart, this Mangal is in Capricorn. If I make it to Navams, Rashitul Navams, then it is in 8th house. Mangal is 6th Lord, in 8th house Navams. Ideally, she's having a good job for career, but the only reasons why she couldn't crack a job, she's having troubles in career, is because of her health issues. So she's also working fine. So the whole point I made this video is, also you can see that the Mangal is in second house in D1, and this is 6th Lord having exchange. So second house is of finance. She's having financial troubles because of the 6th house is of rogue. What kind of rogue? What kind of disease? Moon kind of rogue. What is moon? Emotions. So psychological problems she's having. His wife is also having trouble with her family, with her finances, with her job. So this was a complex video, I know, but this will only be understood by people who will have some calculative minds and who only wants to have a real astrology and not mini mo kind of astrology where you can just tell anything. Because we are not, at least I am not here to become a upayacharya. Any problem you have, गाय को शुक्रवार के दिन 4 रोटी खिला दीजिए, आपका जो रोग है वो ठीक हो जाएगा. If this is the kind of astrologership you want to have in your life, all the best to you, and I know you will be successful. But those who want to experience real astrology, we need to check each and every event of your life must be present in your birth chart. If it is not there, there is something problem with our calculation and not astrology. But also for me, one lesson I got from this chart is, when the Chandrama will be weak, you cannot look at the Vimshottari Dasa from Janam Nakshatra, from the Moon Nakshatra. You have to start the Vimshottari Dasa from the Lagan Nakshatra if the Lagan is powerful. For her, Mercury is the Lagan Lord, which is in 5th house in the sign of Libra, which is powerful. At least powerful than the Moon. And also talking about her chart, some more predictions that I can see from it, anyone can see, her 5th house is highly congested. So her whole life will revolve around the 5th house affairs. 5th house of dating, Venus, Rahu, multiple relationship you will have. When she has Rahu, she will have at least 3 relationships. The third one will be the one which will be permanent. Now, 5th house is also about creativity. Venus, Rahu, Jupiter, Mercury, Sun. She will be extremely creative individual, and she is a singer, she's a graphics designer, and I'm also sure that she tries into some painting. She'll also be successful in there also. But her only trouble, she's not able to express herself, is because her 3rd Lord, which is also the National Atmakarka, Sun is debilitated. Then Jupiter is also not good. Moon is also debilitated. But the solution of our life has to come from Jupiter, because Jupiter is in the Laganamsha. And I just saw you that whatever happens, ultimately she will be revived back because of the Jupiter only. For the Jupiterian people, be it advisors or be it counselors, be it psychiatrists. She now even also she's having some therapy going on. Also one point, one thing that I also want to tell as part of research, you can check whenever Shani is in the 9th house in the D1 chart, look at the age associated with that planet. The age of Saturn is 36. She will have Bhagya Uday after the age of 36 only. And this Saturn is 4th from the moon. Moon is the Karaka of the 4th house. So 4th from the moon gives us the actual Karaka, actual result that we will have as part of 4th house, which is of residency. Her biggest problem in her life is she don't have a safe place in her life. She doesn't have a permanent house or be it a good family. She will not be able to enjoy it till the age of Saturn, that is of 36. Now also Ketu in transit is in 3rd house. She is facing trouble regarding her younger brother. So astrology will always work. If any astrologer, including me, is not able to decode a chart, that is because we are wrong and not because astrology is wrong. And whenever Saturn is in the 9th house, actually this person faces troubles in terms of luck. She will be actually unlucky till the age of 36. And the remedy is to worship Ma Kali. Shani planet is a feminist planet. Shani is a planet who only person Shani loved in his entire life. Only person Shani Dev was attached in his life was his mother. So remedy of Shani comes always from the moon. So the motherly planet associated with the Shani is Mother Kali. And if she worships Mother Kali regularly, she will also get good results in terms of moon, which is in Scorpio. So this will be a good remedy for her. But eventually, if we also look at the D9 chart, because D1 chart is just the things that you were born with, that you are given. What you make in your life is your D9 chart. That is why D9 is more important. And D9 chart fructifies after the age of 36 or after marriage. So she is not yet married. So this D9 chart will be fructified after her age of 36. Jupiter is in Lagna. As a Navamstulla in Lagan. So here Jupiter is in 1st house when you make the D1 Lagna same in the D9. So how come she will not have a good life in her good life? Because Jupiter is in there. Whatever bad combinations are in D1, it will all be nullified once she kicks the age of 36. So this is it from me. I hope anyone who listened to this carefully got to understand many things about astrology. And astrology is not so simple as it is projected in our regular, normal situation. It is very, very complex. And one thing, astrologers are wrong, clients are wrong. But astrology is always right. Thank you so much.